Almost 3 o'clock this afternoon, y'all. We're getting some potatoes in the oven. I'm making Smokehouse Chili stuffed potatoes for supper tonight. So we're gonna get the potatoes in the oven and then we'll go ahead and start the chili because it can just sit over there and simmer while the potatoes finish cooking. I just washed these, poked some holes in them, and I'm gonna spray them with this beef tallow. We'll have a good crispy peeling. I love to eat the potato peeling when I have a baked potato. It's my favorite part, especially when it has that salt on it. I've been cleaning this afternoon while the kids were doing their work. Manly's still finishing up some of his school stuff on the computer over there. Joel and Sissy are already done and outside playing. Where is my big old pot? Oh, there it is. When the kids help me put dishes away, sometimes stuff ends up being in the wrong place. One of y'all asked about this pot the other day. This is a Lodge. Y'all asked if I got it for Christmas. I didn't get it for Christmas. I bought it for myself back in
1980.
No, I wasn't here in 1980. I think I got it in October. It was October or maybe the beginning of November. I've had it for a little while now. I got it from Walmart. It came with the lid and all. Now, we've got the potatoes in. We'll go ahead and put this over here and start cooking the ground beef. I've made a Smokehouse Chili before, but we're not following that exact recipe. I'm kind of using I made up that other Smokehouse Chili too. I'm gonna do the same with this one. We're just gonna use what we have on hand. Find what you got in the kitchen chili. It's gonna be Smokehouse though, because we are gonna put some smoked paprika and different things like that in it to give it the smoky taste. Okay, we've got about 2 pounds of ground beef going in there. This going, and I'm gonna chop up an onion to put in here to cook while the ground beef's cooking. We're gonna be using fire roasted diced tomatoes with green chilies, tomato sauce. I have some chili beans somewhere in here. We're gonna use the chili beans. We're gonna put just a few of these chipotle peppers. They'll give it that good smokiness that we're looking for. I thought I had one more can of chili beans, but it looks like I just have a lot of pinto. That's okay. What is this? Beanie weenies. I used to love beanie weenies when I was a kid. We'll go with 1 can of chili beans, 1 can of pinto beans, because chili beans actually are pinto beans. They just have spices and stuff on them that make them chili beans. So, and we're gonna be adding our own spices, so that's what we'll do. We'll get this onion chopped up. I've been making a cleaning list today, and this isn't like a daily cleaning list. This is like a big, giant to-do list that is big. Onions. We'll put this in here with the ground beef, which is almost ready to drain. I'm gonna drain and rinse this can of regular pinto beans. So we'll put in 15 ounces of tomato sauce. So we put in some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Now we're gonna put a little bit of smoked paprika. Now you gotta go easy with this stuff because it will definitely give that smoky taste. It's stronger than you think. I put probably a 1/4 teaspoon in there. And it already changed it to Smokehouse Chili. It smells really good. Okay, now we're gonna put just a little bit of these chipotle peppers in there. I'm just kind of breaking these with the spoon as I put them in. You can take them out and chop them if you want to, but this is pretty easy to do. They're really soft. I'm just gonna put maybe not even half the can, just about a 1/4 of the can of these peppers in here. We'll save the rest of those for something else. Oh, now we're smelling good. We are cowboy cooking in here, y'all. It's smelling like a cowboy smokehouse recipe over here. We're putting in the pinto beans. Now remember, I drained those. The chili beans we are not gonna drain. We're just gonna pour these right in. Now we're gonna put our can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. I am gonna drain these just a little bit, like I'm just doing it just a little, just right when I flip it, the main juices that come out. The rest of them are going in. Same thing with the diced tomatoes with green chilies. Right when that dripping slows, that's it. The rest of it goes in the chili. This might be everybody's favorite chili right here, y'all. I can just tell you by the smells that are coming out of this pot. And I'm just making this up as I go, so we'll see what happens. We're gonna put, I don't think we're gonna need any more of this tomato sauce. I'll just put it right here just in case, because we're gonna add a little beef broth here in a minute. But first we need to add just a dash of cayenne. That was probably not even 1/8 of a teaspoon. We also need some chili powder. About 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And stir all that in. And I'm gonna grab the beef broth. I still have a little bit in the refrigerator from a leftover carton. About 1/4 cup of the beef broth. Mainly's in there singing. All right, we'll let this start simmering. I'll just keep a watch on it and see if we need to add any more beef broth or any more of that tomato sauce. I'll do a quick taste test, see if we need to add anything. I think that's great. It's really good. It's just enough of that smoke flavor. We'll just cover that and let it simmer. While that's cooking, I'm gonna work on my list. So I've just been writing stuff on here. It's sloppy, it's messy, but it gets it out of my head onto the paper. Sometimes if you start thinking of all the things that you need to do or wanna do, it can get overwhelming. But if you just put it all on the paper, it makes you feel a little better. I'm not sure why, it does me anyway. So the first thing is knobs on my cabinets and drawers. Y'all, how do knobs disappear? I don't know. Whenever you pull the drawer and the knob falls off in your hand, what do you do with that? Like me, I would say, can somebody go get me a screwdriver? I gotta put this knob back on. But other people, trash can, why? Random drawer, okay. That could be what happens. It goes into the everything drawer over there, also known as a junk drawer. But we've cleaned the everything drawer several times. They're not in there. So I don't know what happens to them. And Walmart does not carry the ones that I have on the cabinet doors now. They don't carry those anymore, but they have some that are very similar, that if you didn't know they were not exactly the same, you wouldn't know. But we'll all know. But that's fine, because I'm not ordering new ones for every single one. I'm only missing like 4, I think. Last time I counted, I think it was 4. And I don't want to order 14 when I just need 4, so they're gonna be a little mix and match, but you can't tell, like I said, like you would have to know. And I don't mind if y'all know that my knobs are not gonna be exactly the same. Cleaning the center island, that means like taking everything out of the cabinets and drawers over there, really cleaning it really good inside there, dusting it and all that. But yes, I still have Christmas lights up over there. I like them. They feel warm and cozy for winter. And since I left some of my winter things, I decided to leave those lights on the stair rail for a little while longer. Ceilings need to be dusted. We do that once a month though. I just added it to the list because it's time for it to be done. Closets need to be organized again since the holidays are over. And it's also seeming like winter is over, but it's not. It's gonna get cold again. Right now though, it feels like springtime. Window seals, I wanna go around the whole house, clean all the window seals. All the doors need to be wiped down. Oven definitely needs to be cleaned after the holidays. The sink, I pretty much wipe down the sink every day, but like I said, some of this stuff is daily or weekly or monthly things that it's just time for them to be done, and I added on here. Light fixtures, all the light fixtures in the house dusted and clean. The bookshelf needs to be organized. My table and chairs. I've been wanting to do something about the table and chairs for probably 2 years now. I've been kind of looking for some white chairs because back a year or 2 ago, we got a white chair from an antique store, and at first we had it out on the back porch. Well, I really liked it and ended up bringing it in here and sitting it at the table, and I really liked the way the white chairs looked at the table. Well, then it ended up breaking. It wasn't really like an antique chair, it was just a thrifted old chair. I mean, it was at an antique store, but like I've told y'all before, the antique stores around here have thrift things in them and crafts. Anyway, it broke, but I really liked the way the white chair looked. So ever since then, I've been wanting white chairs at the table. I've looked when we go to some of the antique stores and thrift stores and all, but either I can only find 2, or, which I don't really care if they match. I even kind of like the way not matching things look. It looks really homey, you know? But I haven't been able to find any in a good price range. Like the 2 we found the other day, at first I thought they were, Jonah looked at the price, I think it was 74. I'll have to, yeah, I think it was 74. At first I was like, okay, if that's 74 for both of them, that's a pretty good deal, but it was 74 each, so I was like, nah. Anyway, what I have decided to do is we're gonna try this. We talked about trying this probably 2 years ago, and we just never did. We're gonna try to sand down those chairs and paint those chairs white. And then I'm gonna recover the cushions, and I'm gonna sand down the legs of the table, paint that white. Titus said he would put a new top on the table for me because the top of that table it's not good quality. It just, something needs to be done with that. So he said that he would fix the top for me, like give me a new top or whatever. I always have a tablecloth on it anyway though, so I told him he didn't have to do that because I always have a tablecloth over it, but he said that he would. So that's what we're gonna try. We're gonna see how that goes. What else do we have on here? And then just cleaning the top of the refrigerator. That's stuff we do every week, but like I said, this was just my dump it all out on a piece of paper. So now I'm gonna organize it on another piece of paper. I'll do like a 10-minute task section, a 30-minute task, hour, and so on. That way, whenever I, have time during the day that I'm like, okay, I've got 10 minutes. What can I do in 10 minutes that'll take some of this off the list? And I can look at the 10-minute task section, grab one of those, do it, and get it done. It makes it a little less overwhelming when you can do it that way. And then like on one afternoon, if you have an hour or two, say it's raining outside, your heart is saying to you, put on Anne of Green Gables, make you some coffee, and just sit down and relax. But your brain will say, no, look at that hour list and get something done. Sometimes the brain doesn't win, but it's okay because they take turns. Heart and brain take turns sometimes.
That's great. Y'all need to try this.